Hi guys, Mother here. Am I looking a little rough? I know, I had a bit of a late night last night. I met a cool group on Facebook, which means that we are adults. But we actually played a bunch of games last night. We had a game night. We played Epic Minigames, Natural Disaster, Super Golf, Outlaster. Didn't work out so well, but we had a good time chatting at the bar. It was astounding. It was great. I mean, for the most part, it's usually me just putting my kids to bed. Will you simmer down a minute? Jeez. But it's usually just me putting my kids to bed and then eating copious amounts of junk food and playing games. But check this out. Alrighty, here we go. Game night with the Roblox group for adults and parents. Met this group on Facebook. They had a game night. I thought I'd join and play some games. So here we're playing Natural Disaster. I'd never played before, but everybody was great in explaining what I had to do. You know, not die. And it was fun. You jump around, you avoid tornadoes. Apparently the floods are terribly difficult to survive. But there are extra things you can buy, like the balloon that she just had and some other things. Of course, you know, they have to have their little add-ons and stuff, but I definitely will be coming back to this game. It was really entertaining. I enjoyed it. Not to mention, it was a good group. Then we also played hide and seek. Now, I had never played this version before, and it didn't work out so well for me. I didn't know the map too well, but everybody, again, was super nice while I struggled. I had a bit of an issue. It was kind of tough. I ended up getting stuck. But there was 2 seekers, so that kind of helped out a little bit. So we go into, but the game looked really cool. The colors were great. I mean, the stuff would look really cool, but I fell into a ball pit and could not get out. It took until the last like 10 or 15 seconds that I figured out how to use a power-up to jump out of the balls, because I could not crouch and I could not jump over. But, you know, you live and learn. So then we moved on to Epic Minigames. We played quite a few games. I think we spent about maybe just shy of an hour, or in each game. In most games, I think we only spent like 30 minutes in the hide and seek. Kind of my fault. I think I brought it down with my frustration and getting stuck. But Epic Minigames was fun. I played that a bunch of times. Pretty fun killing people with my sword. I got the shiny sparkly sword. Come here, let me show you my sword. Yeah. But yeah, these guys were super fun to hang out with. And oh yeah, he shows me his sword too. Yeah, you stuck. But see, I was hanging with grown-ups, so I could actually say that and not feel bad. But yeah, like I said, we played a few games here in Epic Minigames, and we actually got to talk about, you know, where we were from and stuff. This game's pretty entertaining. You just kind of run, and you kind of got to jump through those things before they turn red. But again, distraction. But oh yeah, I was in the secret room down there, and that game is fun too, where you just hit the triggers back and forth. Let's see, what else we played? Dodgeball, that was fun too. You throw balls at people. Little train trouble, you just bob and weave here. But again, it was just nice playing with folks that I could chat with and tell my stupid jokes and say where I was from and not worry as much, because I actually seen these folks and knew them on Facebook, so it made it much more entertaining. That drawing game is difficult. I use a controller. And oh yeah, the little boxy catchy game, that's fun too, where you just gotta shove people out of the way and try to get the prizes. And yeah, of course we had fun changing outfits back and forth. That too made it terribly entertaining to see. Oh, I have that shirt too, and you know. Ball bounce, again, we played a bunch of games, and then we jumped over to Outlaster, which this one didn't work out so well, because, you know, we're kind of new to the group, and we had some obbies that I am not so good at, and not knowing things made it kind of difficult, and you can't really like ask how do you play this when it's just an obby, because, you know, it's obvious you're supposed to go through and do some stuff. But I tend to like games where you gotta survive and stuff, and the whole pressure of, you know, racing together is entertaining sometimes, but this new group of people, and we're kind of new friends, and it was kind of awkward, so yeah, the whole voting and the picking of teams things went a little weird. And not to mention, this is a long game. Somebody said it can take up over an hour, and then there's that whole, you know, you gotta vote somebody off. And like I said, we're still in that whole new awkward friend stage. So I went to the bathroom, and then when I came back, it was just me and Fish sitting here. So I guess we kind of decided to move on. But we did. We moved on to Draw It. Now this was a different version than what I had played, but oh my gosh, it was probably the most I had laughed in front of my computer by myself in ages. You know, drawing pictures and these things and then trying to interpret. But again, since we were with grown-ups, I mean, the safe chat filtered most of it, but we could still make silly jokes and not feel bad. And I mean, in Roblox, that's a little difficult because it tends to be more of a, you know, a adolescent, I guess, populated game. I know it was initially developed for ages like 13 to 18, but those people grew up and they are still playing, you know, so, but it was terribly entertaining. I got to draw a fish here, or no, I'm sorry, it was a whale, and I drew a fish to try to compare, but I couldn't figure out how to make the little drawing thing smaller, so it was a little difficult. But it was still terribly entertaining and great fun. Oh, here's my awful version. This is supposed to be like, you know, a boat in Captain Ahab, you know. That's my Moby Dick, and here's my ship. But some folks got it, so I didn't feel so bad. Oh, and then Goats and Toes here. Not only is her name freaking hilarious, but her drawing of the horse was beautiful. We all knew, and had that nice like carousel horse kind of feeling to it. It should have like some gold shiny things and sparkles. I felt like there should be like sparkles coming out of the drawing. It was gorgeous. Oh, and the tricycle from Fishing Monkey here. Another good picture. Some folks had some technical issues. They kept locking up and stuff. But some of the stuff was terribly entertaining. Some of the drawings when they first started out were like, what? And again, since we were with grown-ups, we could actually make the comments that came to our brains. DNA, this was perfect from Cat Farm. Oh, this was a bear that was killing me because it made me immediately start eating gummy bears, because I totally had like gummy bear vibes going on in that, you know, gummy bear video. Oh, I get to draw again, and this time I get to draw a rabbit, which was, you know, hey, that's pretty easy. Some pointy ears and a fluffy tail, although my carrot ended up turning out better than my rabbit, but folks got it. So, and that's, you know, the whole idea behind the game is to share it. This was funny. I did a lot of head tilting for this. I was like, what the heck is this? I could not figure it out. I'm like, an avocado? I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. And then she started writing the words, which again, since we were grown-ups, we did not have to fear that it was going to be something we didn't want wrote. But I'm like, what is that? Oh, I get it. I got it. Especially with the W, a kiwi. Got it. And of course, you know, we had the discussion because not all of us were from the States. I mean, my mom is Filipino. I'm Filipino, but I've pretty much been born and raised in the United States. Took some trips back and forth, but you know, we had some other folks. I think somebody there from Australia. So again, it was just a really great mix of folks. Now, Mama Kita here, this was hilarious. She was having some issues with what to draw. And she clearly showed that she was having some second thoughts in her choice of the animal. Which again, I was dying. I mean, I figured it out with the letters and then the bulbous round thing that was going on here. But oh my gosh, her display of panic was cracking me up. I mean, I got the whole hippo thing, see? Yeah, see, you could get the hippo from that, but Again, this is about, what, 2.5 hours in. I had been eating a buttload of candy. Oh, and before this, we played Super Golf. But I don't know what happened. I don't know if I didn't hit record. Or maybe it was like a Freudian thing. Because, of course, you know, I was bragging on my ability. And I was messing up left and right. But it was a great time, you guys. I really enjoyed it. And I cannot wait till we do it again.